All right, today we're going to be working on a 2012. It's a Honda. It's an Accord. This comes to me from a shop that well, supposed auto repair shop that was just doing a basic oil change, and they didn't use the correct tool to get the oil drain plug out of the car. They must have used, I don't know what they used on it, whether they used adjustable wrench or they used vice grips or whatever they did, but they totally rounded the nut off. It's supposed to be a 17 millimeter nut on this one here, and it's perfectly rounded off. It's probably down to about a 14 or 15 millimeter, and it's perfectly round. The person that supposedly was changing the oil in this car told this guy the only way to repair it now was going to be to replace the oil pan, and a job like that, it probably cost him about $500. Make sure you go to the right shop. You're going to do it yourself. Use a socket. Don't use an open-end part of a wrench. I'm going to give you an example of why you don't want to use an open-end wrench. I always use the top quality wrenches. I won't mention any names, but you guys know what these wrenches are. If you put a wrench, an open-end part of a wrench, onto a nut, and that nut is really tight, no matter what wrench you have, it's going to start to strip that and round it out. Once it rounds it out, it makes it very difficult. Use the box end of the wrench, put a box end over the top of it, it grabs it from all sides, and it's able to take it right off. If you don't have a box wrench, use the correct socket. Use a good quality socket so that it doesn't strip out the nut. You don't want to use this off-brand, I won't even mention any names, but the Japanese type sockets that they crack and they split. Use a good quality socket out there. All right, let me show you how we're going to resolve this issue, and hopefully we get this out without too many problems. So let's get started, and we'll see how it goes. All right, this is what the oil drain plug looks like after a so-called mechanic took care of this and tried to change the oil using the wrong tool to take it out. We never get taken out of the oil drain plug. Don't use anything except the socket or the box end of a wrench to do it, because this is supposed to be 17 millimeters. This is down to probably around 15 millimeters now because they use vice grips and everything else on it. So let me show you a tool that they make to take these out, and with the right tool, it's not too bad. This is the tool here. It's actually, they sell a whole kit of these, and what happens is basically you take it and you put it on over the nut like this, and then you'll probably have to hammer it on a little bit to get it to fit. And when you hammer it on, as it starts to come off to rotate, it actually digs in deeper, and instead of stripping it out further, it removes it. So let me get a hammer. We're going to put this on there, and I'll show you how it goes. Now, I get a lot of questions from subscribers who ask me who manufactures the tool that I'm using in this video. Now, I'm not endorsing this particular product because this is not a paid endorsement. This just happens to be the one that I use down at my shop. And these are made by a company called Irwin. And what they are is they're bolt extractors, broken bolt extractors or rounded bolt extractors. They come in two different lengths. They come in a very deep length, and they come, like the one I'm using in the video here, a very shallow length. But if you look in the description down underneath my video, you'll see these in my Amazon store. And on the Amazon store, I do make a small commission for everything that's sold on there. But these are the ones that I use all the time religiously, and I have yet to have a problem with them. The thing I like is that when you hammer them on and you try to remove it, as you try to remove it, it actually gets tighter. All right, let's continue. Let's get this job done. Unfortunately, you have to bang on this to get it to fit on there. So, you do have to get it on fairly straight. Remember, this is aluminum pan here, so you don't want to hit it too hard and break the aluminum, because aluminum will crack if you hit it hard enough. So you want to hit it pretty firmly, but not too hard. All right, this filter is in the way here, so we're just going to have to use an extension. Now, let me show you how far on. Try to get it on as far as you can because it's going to minimize the amount of stripping that takes place. All right, so we're on there now. Let's get a ratchet and let's try to get that thing out of there. All right, when you try to take it out, make sure that it stays straight. Don't let it twist and come out. All right. Okay. That's it. It's a little bit stuck on there, but the main thing is it's moving. It's coming out. Let's pull it out of there. That's it. I'll show you a little closer. Let me just drain this out of here. Okay, I'll just take this over to the bench and I'll show you what I mean. Okay. This is what happened. They rounded that thing totally off, but with this here, when it fits on there, it actually digs in deeper and it gets to pull it off. All right, they actually sell a whole kit of them, all different sizes for the different size stripped out bolts and such. So cool, you know, you can get it from any parts store that you deal with. If they don't have it, they could probably order it from you. But believe me, it saves from having to change the oil pan. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck. See you on the next one.